A man knelt beside a girl who had collapsed on the ground, loosening her belt and placing his mouth to hers. A woman witnessed this scene and immediately ran to call the police. The man was arrested and charged with rape and murder. Nobody noticed that the man was actually trying to save the little girl's life. Nobody cared that he was a mentally disabled patient with the intelligence of a 6-year-old. This was one of the greatest miscarriages of justice of the century. The man's name was Lee Young-gu. Despite his intellectual disability, he was kinder than anyone else. Young-gu deeply loved his daughter. After his arrest, the police took advantage of his desperate desire to go home and care for his daughter, tricking him into believing that if he confessed, he could return home. Young-gu confessed. The court sentenced him to death in the preliminary trial, and he was thrown into cell block 7. As soon as he entered the prison, the guard captain heard about his supposed crime and gave him a brutal beating. When he arrived at his cell, there were already 5 inmates in silicon artists, robbers, bullies, and the cell boss who was a gangster. They snatched away Young-gu's sentencing papers, saw the charges, and beat him mercilessly. From that day forward, Young-gu was bullied constantly. He could only crouch alone in a corner, using a twig to write his daughter's name over and over again on the floor. One day, he noticed a strange man sharpening a toothbrush, which was then handed to the group's leader. Young-gu saw the men glaring maliciously at the cell block 7 boss. The man suddenly charged forward, ready to stab the cell boss with a sharpened toothbrush. Young-gu instantly rushed over and blocked the attack, getting stabbed himself instead. The boss knocked the attacker to the ground. Later, when Young-gu returned to the cell with blood still seeping through the bandages on his stomach, the boss wanted to repay him and asked what he wanted. The boss had been used in the prison's soccer ball manufacturing work to smuggle contraband during activity time. He would pretend to throw a soccer ball over the wall, and another ball would be thrown back in from outside, stuffed with various forbidden items. But Young-gu's answer posed a difficult challenge for the boss. He said he wanted to see his daughter.
예수냐? 어? 예수? 에? 예수요?
Soon, the prison held an event with many visitors, including children, and among them was Young-gu's daughter. Before long, the little girl was quietly taken away, placed inside a cardboard box, and delivered to cell block 7.